So if we look at the portal, the standard portal, we'll see the image. What we want to do is we want to hide that image. So I don't want that to be displayed, because what we're going to do is allow the user to log in, upload a photograph, and that's what will be displayed in the top navigation. So we don't want this mystery person to be displayed. Now, if I right click and inspect this, what this lets me do is see what the CSS, the styling, is being used, and we've got that div class equals well. So that's the name of the styling for this section right here. So if I go ahead, what we can do is create a new CSS file. So you can use Notepad to do that. It's really straightforward. So you basically, when you save it, you want to do, so if I do a save as, just so you can see, if you save that, it'll default to a text file. We want to change that to all files and then type in .css, so that when it's saved as a very specific file type. So just keep that in mind. So what we're doing is right here, we've got this well, and that's the styling that we just looked at and saw that that's what's being used. So the well style, or the div, we want to say the image that's used there, display is none. So we're basically saying hide that, do not show that. We can't get to the actual code of the page to remove it, so that is our only option, is to do it with style sheets. What I also want to do, if I just go back to here, yes, you can see that it's hidden, but I've also made the name of the user a little bit bigger and also bold, rather than what we see here. So if we go back to the styling, we can see here I've removed all of the styling for all these other things to do with the background color, the radius, and so on. But what I'm doing is I'm saying the font weight is bold, rather than just normal without the bolding, and then the font size is 1.2 EM. So we're just basically saying make it a little bit bigger and also make it bold. Okay. Now, if I go back to the styling and we look a little bit further, what I'm going to do is when I actually add the code to put this into the navigation at the top, I'm going to use a style of profile photo, and I want the photograph to have a border that is circular. So basically change it so that image, no matter what size, or sorry, what shape of image that is uploaded, we want to put that as circular and also put a border around it. So here is the CSS that I'm using for that. So I'm basically changing that into a circle, put a bit of padding around it, and then setting what the width and the height of that is going to look like. So essentially that is going to be the same width, same height across. So it should be a nice circle. Then what I'm doing is, if we look back at this membership level requested, or basically a list of colors, we are going to set, and we'll look at how we're doing this with liquid in a little bit later on, but we're going to set and basically say, okay, these are the colors that are in that drop down list. So blue, red, green, purple, yellow, orange, and pink. And when we use the liquid, we will call out and say, if the user's record has yellow set to the membership level requested, then we're going to put a border of 3 pixels, and it's going to use this hex number. So it's going to use that, which is a yellow color. If you're not sure about hex numbers, go ahead and Google it, and you basically will be able to find a color that you want, and then go ahead and get the hex 6 character number for that, so that you can set a specific color. So this is going to be in the blog post, so if you go to meganvwalker.com, then you should be able to find the posts about how to do all of this, and you'll be able to just copy and paste all of that code in there if you want to use the same thing. Okay, so that's our styling. So let's move on to the next step.